Hello, hello. Welcome on into a Monday live at the Whiskey Crusaders. I am grinning from ear to ear this Monday because we are going to be diving deep into the pool of Octomore. We have in front of us 12 different Octomore expressions, and I am just giddy with anticipation and excitement. Matt, tell me what's going on with the chat going on.
All right, who we have in the chat for an exciting evening here with everyone? Let's see, we got Eric Court. We've got, here's our buddy Jason the Messenger. If you haven't checked out Jason, check out Jason. We got Bill, a friend up there in Oklahoma. We've got Dylan Huffman, Donner Pass Whiskey, Mike Franklin. Let's see what else we got. Ben Demon Hunter. And let's see, I know I saw my brother in here earlier. Let's see, there's Danny Boy.
I got an ad for TikTok. They are targeting
I got
a whole group of people.
Yeah, for real. I was like, we're not the 10 to 29-year-old group. Sorry, guys. We got, let's see what else is in. There's our buddy Ben. In fact, the first two of these are from Ben. We got Spencer Mav. All right. So we got the fun, usual people. Mine was for, let's see, Manscaped deodorant. Exciting.
Ooh.
Scott Moody is going. Jimmy Jad. Good to see you guys. So, obviously, Sarah's not drinking any of this stuff. So,
With the weather
Take
going
home.
back and forth, Sarah's head is just not cooperating. So she decided she was gonna not join us tonight. So we threw an audible and decided we were gonna have Octomore Night instead.
Yes. So next week, our buddy John Krantz sent us a very nice box, which we'll do next week of samples. So that'll be fun. But we figured also glad the tornado did not come, which was came like a mile up the street, kind of scary. So been a fun evening for the first couple hours to get, when the kids got home from school. So got all that going for us. So, like I said, the world's most heavily peated whiskeys here. Now, we did finish the 8.3 that I had, which we've reviewed in the past, so we don't have that one at the moment. I have an unopened bottle of it, but I'm not opening it because it's my wife's favorite whiskey ever, and once it's gone, she'll be very displeased. So, I'm not opening the second bottle of that one, but like I said, we have reviewed it, so it's not here. But we're going to start with the 6.3. Octomore simply means that it was an eighth in a common divide back in Scotland back in the day. It's just what they called it was an octomore, so it was a parcel of land in the medieval ages. That's what it stands for, and this all comes from the Octomore farm, is where this some of this whiskey is grown. That's what it's named for, which is 2 miles from Bruichladdich distillery up north on the hill. And so let's just get into it since we have a lot of whiskey to drink. So we're going to start with a couple sent by Ben Saul last time he was visited me. He was kind enough to give me an ounce each of the 6.1 and the 6.3. So the 6.1, which it's funny, they go from super, super, we know a little bit to crazy nerdy the longer you go into these different expressions. So I did print out some notes tonight, which I don't usually do for live streams, but there's such an insane amount of knowledge. Like I said, once we review each of these, we'll get the super nitty gritty. Just to give you a background, this one is 167 ppm, and it's 5 years old. It's 57%, and it's all ex-bourbon casks. So let's see what we think of this. All righty. Oh, so one announcement before I go on. So we're talking to Robert Licorice. On April 9th, he would like to invite everyone to the Iron Root Distillery at 10 p.m. for bottle pickups and 11 a.m. He wants to do you get to go in the back of the barrel room and do lots of barrel pulls and all sorts of fun stuff. So anyway, that can get over to Iron Root on April 9th at 10 p.m. for bottle, 11 a.m. for the good fun time in the back is the best thing I can say. Anytime I've been to Iron Root, it's a really good time to go in the back and drink all sorts of experiments going back there. So if anybody can make it, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you can make it down there, you should make it there on April 9th around 11 a.m. for that fun time. And I'm looking. They're also releasing 2 new releases that day. I know they're doing the Pinot Charente release. I can't remember what the other one is, but it should be a lot of fun stuff.
Do you remember what year the 6 was released?
2014 is when this was released. Wow. Yeah, so this is an older one.
Very much so.
So all this ex-bourbon on this particular one, Ben says these are Jim Beam barrels. Thank you, Ben.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. It smells so good.
It really does. It's still floral and fruity, but just this layer of just dense, dark smoke.
Absolutely. I know it's background. There's Graham Fraser, our buddy over there in Scotland. Good to see you, Graham. Oh yes.
Mm.
It says. Well, so it has to do with what the repeated levels was prior to distillation, not so much what you get in the aftermath. So that has a lot more to do with it. Hey, Dustin, there's from Top Shelf. You haven't met Dustin, so check out Dustin's. Him and Mike review really amazing high end whiskeys. Good fun times to check out there. Wow. I haven't. Yeah, the last time I tried it, when Ben was at the house. So this smells wonderful, though. I mean, all that's going to be the standard comment that this smells wonderful. They all smell wonderful. It doesn't matter.
They're all
These are
just going to be right down
They're going to be good
for what our palates enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in heaven. Before I taste it, I almost want to pour the 6.3 so I can have like a nose.
We can pour 6.3 to compare, and I can tell you a little about 6.3, and then we'll drink them side by side. I think that's a good plan.
I like that plan.
We have several of these, and so we can talk about what's the difference between. Yes, thanks, Alexander. Good to see you. Appreciate it. Oh yes, well, there's lots of fun things coming. So there's been a lot. If you guys have noticed, I've not been in Discord a tremendous amount lately. I mean, I'm in there still, but not insanely like I was. There's a lot of stuff going in the back going on that I'm working on, so why you don't see me as often. So there's, hey, Steven, good to see you. And there's Jim from Pinch Hitter. Awesome. The recent 12 series. Yeah. They used to be a lot cheaper too. They used to be, I mean, you could get Octomore for under 150. I mean, I don't know what they originally went for. I mean, the very first Octomore, which I haven't, this is the oldest Octomore I've tried, is the 6, anything from the 6 series. It probably came out in 2002, and a lot of times there was just one, and eventually they started doing the second one, which is starting with the 6 series, where you got the 6.3 and the 6.2, and the 2 is usually travel retail only. But the 6.3 was the very first time they released one that was all from Isla grown barley, which was all grown on the Octomore farm itself. And so this one is 250. This is also at the time, the world's highest ppm level at 258 ppm, 5 years old, 64%.
Yeah, they smell similar. It feels like the peat just kind of got cranked up another 3 or 4 notches as far as the levels.
Much darker, more seaweed and phenolic completely on the 6.3.
Yeah.
Where the one's just more fruity on 6.1.
More like iodine.
Absolutely. More like Lafroig-like, I would say, on the 6.3.
Absolutely, like bloody sock, Lafroig notes, things that we say in the Lafroig videos.
Yeah, it's the your World War War trench warfare is what we refer to these as.
Yeah, 6.1 smells more like Port Charlotte to me. As far
totally
as
agree.
It's so much more fruity and fragrant. There's more of like a perfume sense to it as well.
Yeah, the funny thing is the highest one prior to this was the 5.1. It was 169, so it went way up from what the previous one was. They also have super slow distillation on these, but they also at the Lockendal was where they're warehoused at when they're maturing and getting to their beautiful, unchill filtered cast strength beauty that they are. Oh, wow.
Ben says the 6.1 and 6.3 were 125 and 150.
Back when you got them, nice. Yeah, so, unfortunately,
such a glorious price point.
And even up to the 8s, you could just find them on the shelf. I mean, even I think 9s weren't that hard to find. But once 10 rolled around, they weren't really getting them anymore, and then they've been really difficult. 12 was the first. Yeah, 10 and 11 were not easy to find at all, but 12 thankfully kind of showed up a little bit. So you can get 12. So that has been better, which is a plus.
Oh, wow. These smell amazing, but 3 just blows it out of the water as far as...
Yeah, plus 3 is also from one field known as the Logbra field. It's just grown in this one field of barley, which is pretty wild when you think about it.
Interesting.
This is what it's supposed to be like.
That sounds good. I like that price. I'd pay that.
Are you? Whoa! This is. Oh, Dylan. Oh, Dylan says my boss just got back from Europe. What do you bring back? Fucking White Walker. You should have been shot and killed. Just as your boss should be shot and killed. It's not up for debate. Clearly, he's wrong and should no longer have to take his whiskey privileges away. Wow.
You know what? I'd almost rather nothing than White Walker.
Hey, Whiskey, good to see you. Yeah, White Walker got to be one of the worst.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to these first 2 sips, Matt. Cheers to you, buddy.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, that's true, Dustin. In total, you're right. There's like 50 between the whole series. That's true. Each one's between 12 and 18 usually. Some of them are 30, depending on which one. 1,000, obviously. Now I agree with you, Ben. Stop looking for Octomore. Start looking for the LE Port Charlottes. Gonna have to agree with you from a price point. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't argue with that statement at all. Oh, man.
Oh,
but then you taste
yeah.
the Octomore and you're like, oh, that's why.
And that's why you buy them. And 6.3, I do agree. Usually 0.3 is my favorite one, just in general. But that's just the way it goes. So the ones are usually 30K. Hey, Richard, our buddy down there at the Crowded Barrelfinch. Been down the crowd. I had one of Richard's amazing cocktails. You should. He's quite the man. I know he was back with my whiskey down, I think, last week, making up some amazing things with those guys.
Oh, Matt, the 6.3.
It's so good.
Wow.
Ben, isn't it your favorite Octomore ever, 6.3, Ben? I'm pretty sure that's what he said in the
show. It is so oily and viscous. It tastes older than the tins tasted very, very. This one tastes quite a bit older.
Yeah, these are like say 5, but who knows? Wow, so they're going to be available all the time now. Oh, that's interesting. Really interesting. I don't know. Very interesting,
man. Well,
that's right.
I'd be happy with either of those purchases, but my goodness, that 6.3 is glorious.
So the 10 years all under 5K now. Interesting. Bill, I understand. Like the Ardmore peat. Yes, the Highland peat is definitely getting cheaper. There's definitely than some of the Isla stuff. Okay, yeah, it's kind of what I thought, Ben. 6.3 and 7.3. Hey, Steve Jackson, good to see you. How you doing?
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, like I said, we'll do a full reviews of each of these if you guys notes beyond. Hey, it's awesome, and basics things here. But yeah, the viscosity on these is just insane. There's such oils that just like it feels like the oil's actually floating off of your tongue. Like when you put water and oil together in a measuring cup, it's what it really feels like. It's so freaking good.
It's so clingy though. It just grabs hold.
Ben, that's right. Make your brother open all those things. It's a good plan.
Oh man.
Those are quite delicious, to say the least. I may have to get more glasses. I may have and just leave these in here.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm thinking at this point, I'll just get more glasses.
There's so little left in there that I might just want to compare that later on.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Hey, ladies, guy, how's it going? Good to see you, Donnie. We just did 6.1 and 6.3 so far. All right, so let's move on to 7.1 and 7.3. So we'll pour those also side by side. Now these ones I do have bottles of. So the other thing that's fun about them is they have these different cases, which I do really like the cases they come in, because they're nice, big, hard metal cases. And this one's a big, shiny black one. This one's a shiny white. And every year they're a little bit slightly different. Might be the same colors, but they kind of do a different hue to them or whatever. Anyway, so 7.1 is at 208 ppm, 5 years old at 59.5. All right. And of course, once again, now this barley is from mainland Scotland, is where this one comes from. Let's see.
Did they do the same thing with 3 this time, where it's all
Isla, right? And then 3 this time is 169 ppm, 5 years old, 63%. And this one is is from the 2010 from a grain harvest from a single field called La Broye in 2009. The malted peat to 169 ppm, and spent its entire life in American oaks, and then it was into great Spanish red wine casks it from the Ribeiro del Douro region is where it finished in. So I'm excited to see that. All right. Oh, I like Scorch a lot, Alexander. That was one of my. Hey, Eric, how's it going? Good to see you.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that's a good one, Cohen.
7-1 is
pack
so
of one.
fruity.
Nice.
Coming off the heels of 6-3, 7-1 is right back to that big old fruit bomb. Right back to all the perfumes and all the fruit.
All right.
Still has that really, really dense layer of smoke in there.
Yeah, I can actually show you guys what these bottles look like too. So you got these. The only thing that's bad is it's opaque on the 7-1s, and you can't see, or the 0.1s in general. You can't see the damn things. And of course, the 0.3s are these ones that are clear. At least you can see your whiskey, but I don't know. I know it's not very heavy, so there's not that much left in it. But I know it's going to be amazing when we get there.
Does it say 8-4? Oh, okay, that's a different.
I have an 8-4. I do have an 8-4. Yeah, that's a different one. Hello, Eric. Wait, how's it going? Checked out Eric's channel. Check out Eric's channel. Hey, Stacy, good to see you.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, again, the difference is night and day as far as the layers of smoke in the 0.3 versus the 0.1 in the 8 series as well. The 8.1 is much fruitier. It has much more like honeysuckle and honey.
Yeah, that frosted look is a good look. I agree.
Yeah, I like
the 0.2s are travel retail, Bill. Up until last year, finally 12.2 was finally not travel retail. Beautiful fruitiness. Just that. It's that deep, dark.
I will say the 8.3 does not smell as dense and dark as the 6.3 did. Going back to the 6.3, it is still the darkest and densest. It has the most phenolic, the most medicinal qualities to it of the 4 on the table so far.
And that's true too, Dustin. You're right. All the experimental finishes of wines are usually on the 0.2 as well. That's true.
What? Hey, Sarah's not joining us for Octomore Night? What a fucking surprise.
So shocked at that, aren't you, Jason? Yeah, I don't know. A ferment on the fermentation. Yeah, I haven't seen that either. No one around here has, as far as I know. Oh. But you're right. 6.3 still, as far as the smoky ashiness, it's not even close.
Yeah.
The other ones just smell nice and pretty compared to it.
When there's so much smoke in them, but to say they smell nice and pretty, it's so silly. But truly, in comparison, it's like a night and day difference.
What?
It's not like drinking anything like that, but it's I would compare it to like the amount of smoke difference between Kalila on like the 0.1 edition of the 8.1 versus, your typical Ardbeg Lafroig levels in the 0.3. I mean, as far as just like number of steps, the 6.3 goes as far as smoke level.
Yeah, that's true, Graham. There's definitely a major difference between the years of them. I guess some of the early ones were 3 years old and they're up to 10 years old. Because some of the ones that we have now will be 5, 8, and 10. Yes, to the fridge. Yes. Like, yeah, the kid
actually. Eric had a run-in with Glyph, and it's now his new substitute.
For a good reason, because it sucks.
That one still hasn't come upon my radar. I'm kind of happy about that one.
Oh, I've got one.
I'm just sure you do.
Don't like it, and
I'm just happy you haven't made me try it.
No, we'll get to it someday.
Well, we have so much good whiskey to get to. Why would we?
Yeah, not high on my part list of things to drink garbage, to say the least.
The
very nice. Donner Pass. You should have a fun trip over there from Scotland. That should be fun.
the 7.3 has this cherry runts, candied cherry.
Okay. Yeah, that sugary, hard candy on the outside. Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Oh, palate. Woo! Whoa. Okay, the smoke shows up in spades.
Yeah, it's almost like a cough drop, like what are those Ludens, whatever the heck they are.
Yeah.
On the nose.
Yeah, that cherry medicinal.
Reminds me of NyQuil.
Mm-hmm. But the palate on that one, again, just like the 6.3, just ramps up that smoke level and that intensity of cling on the tongue. The amount of oils in this thing is just insane.
Oh no, Eric, that's actually in the that Tollymore. No, it's actually sitting right here. That one's going to get reviewed really soon. There's a very long list, as you well know, Eric. Lots of them are from you, thankfully, which we really appreciate. But no, it's sitting right here. It'll get reviewed soon. Actually, that's on the. It's in the queue now. No, that's a good one. I like that one. And plus, you just sent us that single cask PX finish of that Tollymore, which makes it even better. Oh no, we have lots of. We'll get everything that's donated. We will get to. I'm just not the fastest, and we can only do so many reviews a week, and so it's just try to make everyone happy.
Man, that's so good. Well, and there's so many borrowed bottles over there as well, Matt. That
I'm also trying to get through borrow bottles to get them back to the people, their owners as well. So sometimes it just dictates what's going on in the world, what we have to do. Oh no, Eric, I like that bottle. That's a good bottle you sent. Everything you sent, I've liked. I think the one we've liked the least was that Kirkland bourbon. Everything else has been, I think, we've thoroughly enjoyed.
And it wasn't even the bourbon; it was the sour mash.
No, the sour mash was good. The Tennessee one was good. It was that weird like Dickel bourbon, that Tennessee bourbon.
Oh, that's right.
None of us were really fans of.
Yeah, we were like,
it wasn't like awful or
this
anything.
is super cheap and good, but
it just wasn't great. No, we appreciate everything, guys. So everything that I promise will get reviewed, guys. It's just there's only so many reviews we can do at a time. It's just we just have a lot of whiskey to get through, and plus we will make requests for things and some like with Irish stuff. We try to throw some Irish in there because it's March, so had to get to a bunch of those, and there was a bunch of brands we'd never covered prior that were coming this week. So it's just it's things like that.
Yeah, we try to make sure we can get a history of things. Oh, here comes
oh my gosh! The cat wants bacon there.
Yeah, I would assume all the yelling is going to start here in just a second. I'm going to open this thing up.
Oh well, hey. Clearly, people like Dickel. If people that like Dickel, they wouldn't sell millions and millions of bottles a year. I mean, clearly someone likes it. I mean, we don't have a problem with it. It's just it's not a note that any of us favor. I like it probably more than Will and Sarah do, but there's a lot of things I'd rather drink. There's some really good Dickel products, like there are, and some really sourced Dickel stuff is really good. It just depends on what it is. So it all is what it goes.
That does not include Sweeten's Cove, though.
Oh no, that has got to be the worst $200 bottle ever. Has to be.
I would be so sad if I paid $200 for that.
I'm so appreciative to our friend Feroz for letting us borrow it. Speaking of Feroz, so he is an amazing man. He's letting us borrow the 2013 through 2021 Four Roses LE small batches, all of them.
Wow.
So we get to review each of those bottles, and then we're going to do a blind of all of them one night it's alive.
Nice.
So that's a hell of a thing to let us borrow from him.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that. And we haven't talked about Four Roses. We did a Four Roses night like 3 years ago with Kyle from Bourbon Blind.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Yeah. I apparently need to feed them a little bit more bacon.
Apparently.
Still all up in my grill.
Oh, Tipperary is good. I like Tipperary. Yeah, I've got a couple of different Tipperaries. They're down there. One of these days we'll get to them. There's a lot of Irish to get to. A lot. Oh yeah, I do, Eric. That was crazy when we were in class and told Daniel that about the flick. I was like, how do you? I was really shocked he didn't know that. That was. I figured that was kind of a common note in the whiskey community, but apparently it's not. At least not as common as we thought it was. Hey, Swami, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, let's move on.
I was going to say, should we join Eric Waite?
What's he drinking? You probably missed it at this point.
I'll put it up on screen for you there.
8.1. Yes. 8.1 is the next one we're going to pour, actually. So, in fact, let me grab some more glasses because I don't want to finish. I'm going to grab just 8 more glasses. Let's make it easier at this point in time because at first I said we would just get through them, but screw that. We're just going to make a good extra glasses out.
Matt, I'm just going to go with 4 glasses, and I'm like, I'm going to grab a whole bunch of glassware just in case because
it was the right decision.
I don't know that I'm going to want to finish these and clean them.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let me grab some more of these real quick so that we grab that. All right.
And put some lids on top of these glasswares for saving them for later. You need to get some lids for your Glencairns? We have some available. Email us whiskycrusaders3@gmail.com.
Yep. Beautiful. All right.
8-1. Let's see. That looks like it could say 8-1. It could also say 1.1.
Yeah, I don't have a 1.1, so it's definitely not 1.1. Hey, Christine, how's it going? Yeah, I'd like to get that new cash strength Lagavulin, but haven't seen it.
No.
Someday.
Hello, Jeffrey. Welcome on in.
Hey, good to see you. All right, so let's see.
We got an 8-1. What else do I have?
8-1 and 8-4.
Okay, that's what I thought I saw.
All right, so this 8-1, this came from Nathan Huey back at the first Bastards Balls where I got this one from him.
Nice.
So I traded him a bunch of cool stuff. He gave me a bunch of cool stuff. It worked out well. All right, so let's see here. So this one is 167 ppm. This is 8 years old at 59.3%. And is 100% first fill American oak cast. This one is in Buffalo Trace, Claremont Springs, Four Roses, Heaven Hill, and Jack Daniels barrels. All right, let me pour 8.4.
I haven't heard of, what did you say, that second one?
Yeah, I don't know. That Claremont Springs, I don't know why they went with that name on it, but okay, I'm pretty sure that's Jim Beam, but okay.
Okay.
Maybe there was some reason they said they didn't want them to say that, but I don't know. It's pretty weird, but whatever.
I was going to say all the rest of the producers are using 6 to 8 year old barrels. So
yeah,
that's good news.
Mm-hmm. All right, so get those two poured.
I'll see now this time the comparison.
Yeah.
0.4 is even fruitier. Of course, we don't have a 0.3 on this year.
Yeah, Colin, I ain't 300. That's nuts. I'm not paying you $300 for that.
Ooh. Anybody that
That's
didn't see
nuts.
it in the chat? Ooh.
That's gonna be a pass.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard no.
I'm sure it's good, but I think the one I got in 2017, I think I paid like $125 for that one. So way better deal. All right. Oh yeah, you're probably Suntory bitching. That's probably right, Bill. You are probably correct. Would not surprise me. All right. So what this one is, this is Virgin American Oak. This is 8.4, the 170 ppm, 8 years old at 58.7, and apparently 80% was originally in American Oak. The first 20% was Virgin, then the other 80 was in previously held ex-bourbon, then transferred at the end altogether into a European Virgin Oak as well, which previously held Octomore 7.4. So rather complicated way to get there.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. So 150 MSRP on that one. Okay, so that sounds about right. Very nice, Dustin.
My goodness.
Just let me know if it's worth that or not.
Here, spell that. How does that smell?
Oh.
Kind of a meatiness to that one, isn't there? Doesn't smell as good as the bacon, does it? How about this one? No. Okay. These two smell the most similar to me.
Yeah. I think it's just all those ex-bourbon. Even though the other ones are virgin as well as bourbon. But it would make sense. I mean, bourbon is already going to be a virgin anyway because it has to be by law. So
I will say that I'm picking up more wine notes, what I would call wine notes in the 0.4 edition. There's a little bit more strawberry. There's a little bit more, just more of like a red wine sweetness in one than there is in the 0.1. To me, the 0.1 smell, I smell more of the phenolic. I smell more of the iodine, more of that as the front leading edge and the smoke versus on the 0.4.
Yeah, it's like a peach sorbet on the 0.4.
Yeah, peaches.
It's like
maybe
a
even
vanilla frosting. Interesting. Smells really good either way.
Mm-hmm. Wow, again on the palate, none of these have failed to deliver that just dense, smoky.
Oh, one is really medicinal, and lots of iodine in the 0.1.
Lots of iodine, lots of blood, lots of clean hospital.
Absolutely.
Much more so than the nose was leading on, but all of them, I suppose, have been like that, where you can definitely smell the peat in there. But man, once you get to the palate, you were not ready for the amount of peat that was in there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, but Moore's Double Cast 3. That sounds good. I've not had it. Does sound good though.
No kidding. Very dark.
Yeah, 300 for Spring Break, 12 cash rate. No, last time they were like $83. That's insane.
Oh, that's good.
Ooh, you got the Causeway Bushmill Causeway Sauternes. Awesome. That should be fun, Stacy. That'll be really good, I'm sure.
Come on, that's so good.
Yeah, those are both really quite amazing.
I haven't tried the 0.4 yet. One in first.
All right.
Oh man,
it's a prettier.
It is, and again fruitier. That peaches and apricot comes through a little bit more on the palate than
it's very clean as well.
Yeah, very salty, briny, clean seaside, fresh air.
Yeah, absolutely.
It still again has that dense smoke in it, but to me, I agree with you. It tastes cleaner. It tastes
yeah, because the difference in the
less hefty.
Because it's not that big a difference in the proof at all, and the ppms within 3 of each other. It just tells you how much difference those barrels have to. Have fun, Stephen. A 6 a.m. flight, yes, that's very early. Ooh, an Aussie Bushmills Causeway Duro bottle. That sounds like fun.
Come on, I need water. Going this whole stream, I don't have any water going on. What's going on with me?
Yeah. These are delicious. Okay, so let's move on to the 11-1 and 11-3. Let's see here. It's in this awesome mason jar from Bruichladdich when they sent them to us. That's how we got it. So it works. In fact, I had lots of mason jars they gave us. I think they gave us I know I gave them you guys a case of them. sent like 3 cases of mason jars.
That's amazing.
Like they're like, you can make cocktails in them. I'm like, sure, I'll do that.
Make cocktails. That's what I'm going to do with this. You said 11-1, 11-2?
11-1, 11-3.
11-1, 11-3. That's what I see. Okay.
Yeah. Is that water Miller Lite? No. Some days it is Miller High Life, but not today. It just depends. Depends what we need it for a strain. There's definitely been some beer and wine. Speaking of wine, we have to decide on a date, but for sure Cedar Ridge is coming back with their winemaker as well. And we'll be doing wine and whiskeys that are finished in those wines. So that should be a blast with them. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's crazy nutty. That's insane. All right. So 11-1 is 139.6 ppm, 5 years old at 59.4%. Let's see here. It is distilled in 2014 from the 2013 harvest of 100% Scottish barley, then filled into ex-American oak. Let's see. Well, these come from Jim Beam, Heaven Hill, and Jack Daniels. And it was 30,000 bottles on that one. 11-3 on this one is also from 2014, 2013. This comes from the Octomore farm. It is Concerto barley on this one in particular. And let's see here. And this was all grown in Irene's Field, which is only 28 acres were planted. So there's very climatic conditions of salt spray and wild Atlantic swells. So apparently, these are all finished in Jim Beam, Heaven Hill, Buffalo Trace, and Jack Daniels barrels on this one in particular. And of course, these all matured also in Isla for 5 years. And this was 18,000 bottles on this one. So fun. Man. All right, let's see. It's a big difference. Hey, Donald, good to see you. That I do agree with that, Christine. Mason jars are great for having bourbon cherries. That is true. I have lots of them since they sent me, I think 18 of them in total.
Good gosh.
And I'm like, yeah, he's like, here, I sent you 3 cases of those. Okay, cool, thanks. I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do with these, but cool. I give some away to people, usually is what I do with them, because they're cool. They got the big Bruichladdich symbol on. They look cool. But, hey, Emily, good to see you.
Am I going nose blind, or are these two a lot more similar on the nose than the ABs have been so far?
Well, let's see. Let me go back to them and I'll find out. Hey, Larry, good to see you. We'll be getting to the 12 soon, and Larry sent us the 12-1 and the 12-3. So if you guys haven't checked out Larry's bar there at the Bourbon and Brew Fort in Union, Kentucky, please check them out. We're one of the world's greatest whiskey bars. And just to see Larry, that's a good reason just there to go there.
Oh,
interesting. Yeah, you go back to some of the older ones. Yeah, they're way fruitier.
Yeah, and then I
don't think you're going nose. I think
it's so much more smoke in these
more
two.
Smoke and like a smoked peanut butter to me.
Yeah, it still has the sweetness. It still has the sugariness in there, but it's definitely less than.
Like 11-1 to me is boiled peanuts. 11-3 is smoked peanut butter. It's like you took a Nutter Butter and it's super sugary, and then you smoked a Nutter Butter, which sounds amazing. I want to eat Nutter Butters and drink peated whiskey. That sounds awesome. I think that would actually probably be a really good combo. I don't know. We'll wait to find out. We are going to do a cookies and whiskey cream at some point.
Yeah, smoked peanut butter cup.
Graham, that's awesome. You got 11-1 for 99 pounds. Very nice.
Oh my. Cat found a toy.
Oh, happens. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. There's
a lot of iodine.
Way more on that. It's funny. Yeah, because the ppm level is 139.6 and 194.
Whoa.
But holy crap on that, on the 11-1. That is some insane amount of smoke on that.
Whoa,
Wow.
I was
I
not
was not
expecting
expecting that.
that. Again, though, on the nose, you smell it, you know it's coming, but then the
Right.
palate just cranks it up to 11. Holy crap.
That really packs a punch.
Yes, it does. And going back to the nose, again, it's just a lot. It's that dense
Oh,
smoke, but it's becoming a little fruitier now.
yeah. Donald says that 11.1's his favorite. He says it's fantastic. Yes, it's quite good. I haven't had a lot of these in a long time. I mean, they're not easy to come by, so don't sit around. And plus, the high proof, high ppm. Don't sit around drinking these real often. Oh, Bill, we'll make it happen. Don't worry. I do mentally write them down. We have lots of fun things. Let's see, a smoked nutter butter or a dosey dose from the Girl Scouts. There you go. Just that,
Looks so
smoked
good.
nutter butters are way cheaper, so I'll probably go with those.
For real.
And I don't have to deal with any damn Girl Scouts. So that alone is a good reason not to buy them. Little damn kids all trying to hit you up at Walmart going, buy my damn cookies. Or people at work bringing their stupid little, buy my kid's crap. I'm like, no, your kid ain't here to sell it to me, so I'm not buying it.
This is supposed to be an exercise in salesmanship.
Yeah, not going, how much bullshit can I bring to your job that you want me to buy from you? No.
Well, I mean, again, if you show up as the kid,
I'm
mom and
way
dad,
more likely to buy it from you then.
yeah.
Yeah, if you come around, you bring your kid up, then the kid wants to give me a sales pitch. All right, we'll talk. Hey, Andy, good to see you.
People are in the chat. People are in the chat listing different snacks to pair with different whiskeys. This sounds so good.
Glad to hear that's good news, Andy. That's very good to hear. And Andy, I don't know if you think you were in here earlier. There's more people in here now. Iron Root on April 9th at 11 a.m. is going to do a tour in the back for all of us. So anybody that can get to Iron Root on April 9th, he says Robert's going to take us to the barrel room and taste lots of experimental things. So if anyone's got a chance to come down on that day, it'll be a good fun time.
Huh.
Oh, damn, that's right. Oh, they put it on the damn cork board or whatever you want to call it in the back there. I'm like, no, I'll not buy your kids crap.
Yeah, the 0.3 does not deliver the same palate as the 0.1. My goodness, the 11.1 is just a big old kick in the teeth. The 0.3 to me, on first sip, was just
it's smoky, but
flat.
Yeah, it's a little kind of meh.
And I mean, again, I'm comparing this to 7 other Octomores that we've just recently had. So, and I wouldn't call it bad.
No. It's just that we're comparing
in comparison to the other Octomores that I've had. This is the least.
I agree.
The least peaty, the least aggressive, the least in your face. This is the friendliest and the nicest.
Totally agree. Trying Octomore with a 420 brownie. Yeah. I don't think we'll be doing that in the show.
It's still very good.
Girl Scout Samoas. I'm not sure what those ones are. With tealing black bits. I'm sure it's good. Oh, yeah, that will be good, Christine. Yeah. But, like I said, hopefully people can get away that day and get a chance. Like if you're in Oklahoma, Louisiana, any of the closer states or just anywhere down in Texas and get a chance to come up there. He's going to put together a special tour for us that day. So it'll be a good fun meetup and a good time to get some bottles since you'll be at this place you can actually get bottles because most of the storages, unfortunately, is out. What is that, a Saturday? That is a Saturday. Saturday, yeah. It's the release of the Pinot Charance that day as well. So there's also I got the second bottle. Yeah, it's a special release day on top of that. But he'll give us a special tour and everything if we come up for it. So, but he's doing that just for us. So it's pretty awesome. It should be fun. And I've been in the back with Robert many times. Drink a lot of water, eat a lot of food because Robert likes to give you a lot of things to try. Just warning, fair warning. And there's usually food at the distillery anyway. You should definitely buy some from whoever barbecue they have or tacos, whatever they have that day. It's a good choice. And eat breakfast.
A lot of breakfast.
It's a good time. Oh, the coconut Oh, I do like the caramel coconut ones. Those are really good. Those are quite delicious. Yes, Corvettian is also my favorite expression of the Corline Havard bag.
Mine too. Everybody else likes the Oogdal. I like the Corey the best.
Yeah, Corey is by far my favorite.
In fact, my wife blinded me the Corey and the Scorch committee release, and I liked the Corey better.
Really? Now that's interesting.
That it made me sad about my wallet and my purchases, but we're okay. It made me happy because that means that I can get my favorite all the damn time.
Yeah, for way cheaper. Yeah, that
way cheaper. So
yeah, I don't know if I've had any wine finished in this, Eric, before. I've tried this particular expression before when I've been there, the younger just from the barrel, but I haven't. This is the finished product of it. And I think it's 700 liters. I think it's a 700 liter barrel. It's enormous. It takes up. It's like the size of my bar. This barrel is insane. I mean, it has its own massive tap on it and everything. It's a really cool barrel. It's like, all right, it's pretty exciting.
I have to clean 2 glasses because I only had 10, so I got to get up to 12 here real quick.
Quite good. All right, so let's pour. So I think now the next one is the 10-year, which also came out at the same time as the 11s. So what this one is, this is a 10-year-old. It's 54.3%, 208 ppm. This is virgin oak influence on this one in particular. So what they did is they took 15 casks of 2009 in first fill ex-American, and then transferred a second fill ex-American after that, and 46 casks of 2009 Scottish barley distilled into first fill American whiskey casks, and then 16 casks of American virgin oak. They're 20% first virgin, 8 years combined, and then 80% in first fill ex-American in second fill virgin. This is like the most ridiculous things they had together here. And transferred together. It's like, okay, sure. Anyway, so these were Jim Beam, Heaven Hill, Buffalo Trace, and Jack Daniels again. And it's 54.3%. And there's only 12,000 bottles on the 10-year. So let's pour that. Hey, Vinny, good to see you. But yeah, Dan, you and Bill and Vinny should come down to Iron Root. You guys have a good time.
Ooh. Okay, yeah, this is back into that dense, dark, smoky. Oh, this is right back into home territory again after that last one.
Oh, yeah, it's the pretty stuff. And like Donald says, don't forget to join the Discord. Come check that out. Come to the daily chat about anything and everything, but mostly whiskey all day and some fun, rather raunchous debate about certain things. Is very entertaining.
Indeed.
But no one's ever going to be mad about it. They'll have a good time. Ooh,
it's all lighthearted for the most part. Even when the topics are serious, the people.
Oh yeah, everybody gives each other a hard time, but it's all good. No one's actually mad at anyone. It works out fine. And everyone in there knows a tremendous amount about whiskey. So if you don't know something, just put it in the main chat. There's a really good chance someone will answer you about whatever you wanted to know about whiskey.
Or they'll tag the person that knows.
But that also happens a lot.
It's like when you ask a question about Irish whiskey and everybody chimes in, hey, you should probably ask Donald about that.
It's probably a good choice.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it smells so good.
This one, to me, has more layers going on. The smoke is in there, but it feels like the smoke is a layer upon the fruit and upon
totally agree.
The floral. It's not, they're actually stacked in there, and it's not just like a smell, but like layers upon layers of smells.
I didn't think you had feelings, Eric. We were confident you didn't have feelings based on a lot of the comments you've left in our chats. Here, the Octomore 12s weren't too horrible. They were like 225 to 235. But yeah, you said the 300 there in Canada, which that's too much.
225 is too much.
It is. The problem is they really should, and that's I think the problem, that 225 is really and truly too much. It should be 150 or less.
150. 125 to 150. That feels like a good price for a, hard to get thing. 250. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Top Shelf Dustin saying that 270.
270? Yeah, I wouldn't pay that. That's too much.
I don't know, man. That's
whoa. Okay, this is definitely back to, hey, this is Octomore, and I'm here to play. That's really good. Christine, you'll be very happy when you open this. This is really good.
Oh, yeah. It's right back to that kick in the teeth Octomore levels.
Absolutely. That's quite delicious.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be sad about that. This is you made the right decision to buy that bottle, Christine. Yeah, $100 price increase. Yeah, I think I'd just be like, yeah, I'm done. Well, I mean, hell was it? Heaven Hill Bottle Bomb. They put the MSRP back to $50. It was a $15 bottle. Now it's going to be $50, and it's an extra year. Pass. It was $40 was hard enough to spit out, but now it's going to be $50. I don't think so.
Henry McKenna bottled and bond, man. That was a great $25 bottle. I am paying $45, $50 for it.
Not worth it
at all. It's not worth it. It was a great bottle at the price point. It doesn't mean that you get to raise the price point.
That's true, Dustin. The 0.3 is definitely a bigger premium over 0.1. That's true, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, you're paying for that extra ppm, but are you paying that much for that extra ppm? That's a lot of fucking money.
Oh, that 10 is really spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
No, and Henry McKenna's not worth more than $25. Totally agree. It's not. It's good. It's not worth more than $25. But then you got these taters out there going, oh, I gotta have them. They're paying $50 to $100 for this stupid thing. Like, you're high.
Yeah. You're just making it worse for everybody. I think that's the biggest problem is that when you're actually paying that money for it, you're just making it worse for everybody. Now,
that's true, Dustin, about the Heaven Hill is better, but it's not, at this point, up to $50. It's not that big of a difference. Better. It's not $35 better. But that's just me. I mean, I have 2 or 3 of them. I'm good. I probably don't really have a reason to buy any more of them, but it is what it is.
It's insane. The pricing nowadays is just
and that's true too, Dustin. You're growing locally grown barley in Iowa, which is hard to come by because things don't grow well in Iowa in general. You're paying for one farm, one field in general. So you are getting very specific on that, which does cost more, obviously, but is what it is. That's right. See, Dan says if you live in Cali, if it's under $9.99, everything's free. So just get it in Cali. They won't prosecute you. Might as well buy everything there.
Buy it or get it.
Well, take a shopping list and take it with you. It's so ridiculous.
That is the craziest thing I've heard. Stupid. You couldn't try that shit in Texas. Shop owners would not allow you to leave. You're gonna get shot.
Close.
You're not even gonna get close.
Eric, I feel you on the shelf spaces at a premium, no doubt.
We got 3 more, and these are all the 12s now?
Yeah, these are 12-1, 12-2, and 12-3 now.
So, Matt, am I going to make an Octomore blend?
I think at the end we're going to make an Octomore blend. I think we'll smell them all individually again. They taste a little bit, and then we're going to make an Octomore blend because I think it'll be the greatest Octomore blend ever.
Okay. I'm really excited about this now. Okay.
I think it should be a fun experiment, to say the least. So I'm going to pull these real quick, and then I'll give you guys what all the special things are.
12-1, 12-2.
Oh, a knock. What do you do? We haven't done a knock night. I need to see if I can get I need to call Steph Ridgway and get her to come back to do a knock. Because we talked about this, and this was all, of course, prior to COVID and all that crap. Yeah, I'll try to get in contact with her and see if we can get her on to do a knock. Because I love a knock, and we never talk about a knock basically ever. No. I have probably 10 different knocks.
I was going to say, and all of their series that they did on all the different tools was just amazing.
So good. Hey, Jason, there's
every one of them that I tasted was very good.
10.3, very nice.
If you haven't checked out Mash and Drum, Jason is another fellow whiskey tuber worthy of your subscription.
All right. So we can thank our buddy once again, Larry, up at the Union 42 Bourbon and Brew up there in Union, Kentucky. Check him out. He sent us the 12-1 and the 12-3. Really appreciate that, Larry. All right, so here's the specs on it. So 12-1 is 130.8 ppm, 5 years old, 59.9. All right. Of course, it's 100% Scottish barley, Concerto barley on that one. First fill, maturation in all American whiskey. Cask 12.2 is 129.7 ppm, 5 years old, 57.3. Now, this one previously was always going to be a Charles, but with COVID, it made nonsense. This one's special because it's finished in Sauternes casks, which is pretty awesome.
I could smell it on the nose, Matt. I was going to ask you what type of white grape.
So 3.5 years in ex-American oak, and then 18 months following that in Sauternes. So very, very nice putting those together. It's a 50-50 combo of those. And then 12.3 is 118.1 ppm, 5 years old, 62.1% on this one. Now, this one gets into some pretty wild details on. Now, this one is finished in Pedro Jimenez. It's from 100% from the Octomore farm of Concerto barley. Then it's 2 parcels super heavily peated, married together of a first one being 70% in first fill American cask, and then second parcel being first fill PX sherry butts from Fernando de Castilla. So very fun. Haven't had these before tonight, so I'm looking forward to trying these. Oh, wow. Medicinal purpose is a good reason to drink, Eric. It's a good reason. Ooh. Hey, Marty. You guys have checked out Marty's Whiskey Nose. Check out his channel as well. The good whiskey tuber out there. Oh, man. That smells good.
There's a funky sherry note.
That PX on that 12.3, yeah.
Oh, that 12.3, yeah. There's a funky
I like that.
Sulfur. Yeah, that I'm just on. It's again just we're talking about layers on the 10 point or the 10 year. The 12.3 again is just so many layers of different things happening in the glass. Same thing with the 12.2, but it's so much sweeter on the 12.2. We're back to the peaches and the nectarines, even into some like mango, cantaloupe. Oh, so good. Oh, 12-1 to me is the most classic.
I'll agree, which is just your American oak.
And just hit you in the face with all of the peat. Oh. But those masks, man, allow for just this really dense sweetness to come through.
Oh, yeah. Same major iodine on 12-1.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah.
Lots
Cast strength of Freud, iodine.
Yep. Definitely.
Beating you over the face, iodine. Yeah, little dozer head. Let's see. Hi, dozer. Oh, that's very, very tasty. I would compare this one. This one's to me is back to the 6.3.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like this is competing as my favorite right now as far as just flavor. I haven't tasted through the 0.2 or the 0.3, but the 12.1 is to me competing with the 6.3 that I love the best so far.
Wow. It's funny you go back to like that 7.1 is unbelievably fruity now.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, that's crazy fruity too.
Oh, wow. Compared to the 12.1. Yeah, the 7.1 is just a fruit bomb. It's like smelling Dalmore.
Yeah, for real, comparably speaking.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, yeah. The 12.1 is just so much iodine, bloody sock, smoke-filled room, burning tire fire, an actual like burnout. Somebody like burning rubber right in front of you.
Yeah, Bill, I kind of figured that after this would definitely need downtime after this for pallets. I have no doubt. But that'll be wine and beer for the next few days instead.
I was going to say, I'm not going to taste anything for a day or so, but that's okay.
Mm.
Oh, man. That is big and bold and robust. Again, I'd be super happy paying $150 and getting this model. I don't know how I'd feel about paying $250 and getting this. I would be super happy at $150 though.
I just tried 12.3.
Oh,
That's
did you?
pretty special.
Okay, I'm gonna go on to 12.2.
Yeah, 12.2 is awesome. We've done the full review of 12.2. Love 12.2. Great bottle. There you go. Dustin says bourbon's a great way to clean your mouth out after good whiskey. So
what's really funny is that my wife is actually going to make me do a bourbon rinse before I give her a goodnight kiss here in just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to take bourbon and swish it around and get my mouth, You're
going to wake up tomorrow smelling like Octomore, sweating out your pores.
I'm excited. We just changed the sheets too, so now they're going to smell like Octomore for another week or so.
Yes, Violet.
Oh, yeah, I really enjoy the 0.2 edition. Does add
that Sautern's just as beautiful.
Yeah, and it adds this peaches and nectarine and this fruitiness to it.
Not
so much that it's overwhelming, but it's again just a thread in there.
It would be fun to compare this to the Teeling Black Pits because it's also finished in Sauternes, but I haven't done it. I'll have to do that one night, not today.
I mean, this is going to blow that one out of the water.
Yeah.
But just being able to try to find the finish in both of them.
Just to find the finish and see how similar and different, Scottish peat compared to Irish peat and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Thanks, Graham Young. Appreciate it.
Oh, we have a winner.
You have a winner.
Octomore 12.3.
That's pretty special.
Oh, man.
That sherry, that PX on there, wow, that does something really, which I had never had when finishing a sherry cast. That does something very special.
Yeah, when you add in that sulfur note.
Yeah, Mirage, I know. I think they still have a few of these at Mirage.
What's the price point on this stupid thing?
I think like $225, $235. It's not cheap.
Yeah, but it's so good. That one, okay. I'd pay $200 for that one.
And your birthday is in a month, so you might need a birthday.
I'd pay $225 for this one. It's so good, and it's so dense and rich.
Yeah, that 12.3 is pretty spectacular.
Again, we're talking about layer upon layer of flavors in here. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some older whiskeys in here.
There have to be.
Denseness of it.
So good.
This tastes closer to like a 12-year-old than it does a 5 or 6-year-old like some of the other younger ones did.
Agree. Yeah, I think that PX is something special. Yeah, I can't wait to do the full review on this one. That's going to be a fun review. Oh, excellent. Yeah, so okay, apparently Jason has reviewed the 12.3 and was happy he paid $200. Awesome.
Yeah, Jason, I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. There's very, very few whiskeys that I feel are over $100 price point worthy. That's really fucking good.
Wow.
That's my winner of the night. That's the one I like the best so far.
All right, Graham, you got to open up that 12.3, Graham. I'm going to see what your thoughts are on it.
It beats the hell out of this. Oh, maybe. Oh, my. Hang on.
I don't know. I'm going to go back through them all now and smell them all again and see what you think here.
I'm going back. I just picked up 6.3, which was my favorite up until this point.
Thank you. Dustin says we can get the 12.3 for $192 from the UK shipped to Texas. Good to know.
All right.
Okay, so let's wait for it. It's so interesting to go back through and sniff these all now.
Mm-hmm.
There's the fruit bomb.
Oh, no. No, 6.3 doesn't hold a candle to the 12.3.
I don't know if Ben Stahl's still in here or not.
The denseness and the richness of the 12 is just.
Oh, that smells really good. Oh, the 8. Now that 8. Now it's funny. Some of these have been sitting here for a while, just oxygenating and everything. Man, the 8.4 smells really amazing right now.
Yeah. Where we got 8s at? Let's see. Those are the 8.4.
Oh, there we go. Thanks for the link there, Eric.
Matt, I'm not going to have any more in these bottles for a review.
I know. I only gave you enough for tonight. I know, on purpose.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, I knew if we didn't, we would both drink it. So I purposely did a tiny amount for us.
Okay.
I know.
Well, and this, by the way, was absolutely the perfect amount.
Like, yeah, absolutely. Because I was like, we have 12 to get through. This is all we need.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's special. Yeah, those 12s are really quite 12.2, 12.3 are quite great.
Yeah, I enjoy
8.4. I mean, I really wish the 8.3 still had some 8.3, but yeah, it's closed. The second one's closed.
I have a 9.2.
Oh, see, I have a 9.2.
I think that's what that says.
50. That says 59.2. I don't know which.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, that's 8.3.
8.3. Oh, you got 8.3. Oh, open that then.
Okay.
See, just sniff that, or at least pour it in a glass and pour it back in to the vial, even if you haven't, because I like to see how that does compared to the other ones, because that's the 339 ppm one.
Oh, and I just have like this. I literally have like enough to smell. Hang on, let me get a tiny bit here.
For quite some time, Graham. It's a sample I got from Ben Stahl, but it's from 2014, so I'm guessing it's been open for a while. But it smells great.
I think out of all these other ones, we went through all these other ones.
So when I was
talking about 10.4,
8.4.
I have a 10.4 over here too from when.
Oh, you have a 10.4? Okay.
For when Octomore was on with us, I guess. Or when
that should be the 10-year probably. This is true, Eric. I do have the worst handwriting. There's no doubt.
Well, I mean, there's a point on there.
Oh, you're right. I guess I forgot I even had the 10.4. You're right. That is there. Okay, you're right. We have a 10.4. I even forgot I had that bottle. Oh well. Didn't include that one tonight.
All right, I'm going to pour the 8.3 to see how it compares to the rest of them.
I forgot we had the 10.4. Oh well. Now there's something else we have. I forgot we owned. Guess we can. That gives us like, I forgot. There's also an Event Horizon Octomore down there. Okay, maybe we have 14 Octomores in total.
An Event Horizon?
Yeah, it's a super special one Erica sent me, who works for Bruichladdich. It's she hasn't been on in a while, but yeah, she's super awesome, smart for them. It's quite amazing. Yeah, she sent me one of her personal collections, some Event Horizon.
Wow.
And it's really, really good stuff. Interesting. Oh, man.
The 8.3 smells closer to the 7.3 than it does anything else on the table here.
Okay.
The 7.1 and the 7.3.
As long as there's a monkey to type on the label maker, we're in good shape.
Oh, man. Yeah, again on the palate. Big and rich and robust, but nothing in comparison to the 12s.
Okay. Interesting.
In my opinion, the 12s are the best in their line. I like the 12 better than every other one of these. One of the 12
seem to be way more complex.
That's my thought too. They're just the 10-year is when we drank the 10-year. That's when all of the layers started showing up in the Octomore line. Before that, there were a couple that had layers, but for the most part, they were just kind of one cohesive thing. The 10-year, all of a sudden, you can actually start finding the different layers in the whiskey. And then the 12s, I think, kind of expanded upon that. Every one of these, the 12-1, the 12-2, and the 12-3, are big and rich and robust. Lots of different layers happening. They feel older. They taste older. They taste richer. They taste more complex.
Oh, shit. There's a whole bunch more shit. Oh, I found the Octomore 10-4. I didn't look in this box earlier. Oh, cool.
Finding more whiskey is never a bad thing. All right. Before I run out of whiskeys in these glasses, I'm going to start combining them. I need to make sure they're all about the same level, though. Hang on. Let's see. Some of these need a little bit more.
Okay. This is now the third one this has happened to. There's something I've learned in the last probably week. These caps that don't have the silicone nipples should all be thrown away. They're garbage.
Yeah.
So this is what has happened to now some of my things. They're ruined.
No.
I'm not happy. This is Gariana 4.1. It turns into water because for whatever reason, these things lose their ability to seal properly. And so I found a Longmorn 17 here today, just like that. Not happy.
No.
Get out.
That is not good.
No, and then it happened to a Cedar Ridge sample I had.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah, so whoever's manufacturing these pieces of shit should be shot and killed. I'm not happy. And it turns into this gross water here. This is what it turns into. So that's how you know your whiskey. Now, this is when whiskey goes bad, and what's happened here is the seal's gone bad, and what's happened is basically you've just turned into gross water. So,
flavored water.
Note to anyone, don't buy those crappy things. Now, I didn't buy these. These came to me from people. So now I'm going to need to reseal everything into ones that have the proper. I'm going to buy a bunch of those silicone. So what you guys want are these silicone nipples. This is what you want. Silicone nipples. Anything else is garbage. Buy those. You don't like the silicone nipples, Bill? I never had a problem with the silicone nipples. It's been these ones that don't have the silicone nipples. That's the third one that's been just like this and it's turned to gross water because the seal wasn't quite exactly properly on there.
Matt, read it with sarcasm.
Oh, ha ha ha! That is
there. It is. Okay, there it is.
I get it. Never mind. No, I prefer the real ones are always better.
Sometimes I got to remind him that not every comment is meant to be taken seriously.
This is true. But yeah, that's been disappointing. So yeah, the other one I found it bad on was one of these tops. I don't think these are not very common, but these kind. But yeah, same from that flat. You don't want any of these. These are bad news. So I'm going to be transferring everything I have and putting new caps on anything that has it. Because that's the third one a week I've found like that, and I'm just not pleased. It's been there at least a year or two now. That's a 2019. So I didn't get it in 2018. I probably got that in 2020. So probably a couple years. It's been sitting like that, Larry. But yeah, I'm going to switch everything to the silicone nipples because that's just bad news.
Everything that survived.
Hurt to find that out. Especially on something, and of course, three of them were all one being a Longmorn 17 signatory cast strength, and this one being a freaking Gariana. Good news is I have a bottle of Gariana, so I'm not that horribly concerned, but it still sucks. The other was the experimental Cedar Ridge. The other thing I found that happens on is when they get down to like this level with the silicone, they're fine. Without the silicone, they turn to that weird brown water crap.
Yeah.
So yeah, that sucked. Oh, well, I guess I'll be dumping that down the drain. That's useless now. That is, yeah, so I looked and I was like, oh, crap. It's the cloud water. It's going to taste like garbage.
All right. Let's see what the blend.
Hey, Graham.
How much is this blend worth? Let's see. We got
a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got 13 Octomores poured in front of me at what? A medium price point of 175 now that they've gone up?
I would say that's probably accurate.
Okay. And now I'm going to blend them all.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to take these really expensive whiskeys and I'm going to dump them all together into one glass.
The funniest thing is when we sometimes have on people from the distilleries, they lose their minds. It's hilarious. They're like, "You're gonna do what?"
I'm going to take all of your whiskeys that you poured for me, and I'm going to combine them together to see what they taste like as a blend.
Yeah, they're like, I've never in my life ever done that. Why would you do that?
Why
Because
wouldn't
it'll be amazing.
you?
Well, look when we took the 3 compass boxes, the no names. Oh my god, the best thing to all of them together, spectacular.
Such a winner. Yeah. If you have the ability to mix them all, we suggest you do so because it's a winner.
Do it. I mean, you might get a better whiskey. I can't drink them any faster, Eric. There are literally probably 700 or 800 samples here. It's impossible.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'll just switch out the nipples on them.
And honestly, some of them you want to hold on to.
Right, and some because we need them for streams like tonight. That's what you need them for. But thank God I have all the Gary Allen's in full bottles. Thank God. Soon we'll be doing Gary Allen, which I'm very excited about doing that blind too.
It's just this tiny amount, right, in the bottoms of all of these. That's all it was in there, but
it makes this.
When you combine them all together, holy crap! I have a whole lot of whiskey to drink.
This is a full drink now.
That's a full pour. It's a pour and a half.
It's quite tasty. Oh my god, that's so good.
Let's see. Ooh, well, we got the layers. We got the complexity.
Ooh, that is good.
We got the smoke. Still got some of the fruit notes that were in there.
Mm-hmm. Man, all the peat and smoke just jumps out of the glass now like crazy. Lots of iodine, but also lots of peach.
Yeah, the white wine casks seem to be, that Sauternes finish seems to be.
That's true. We did make a blend with my brother. We combined a Boss Hog, a Supernova, and a George T. Stag together. It was amazing.
Good God, one of the most expensive blends ever.
It was, and it was glorious, as it should be. No, yeah, I don't. If anybody, maybe Dustin or Ben tried that one, the Compass Box Velicor. If not, it sounds just spectacular. Because Larry sent me a text the other day of what's in that thing. Oh my gosh, it sounds so freaking good.
Yeah,
it's old Highland Park, old Macallan, like 20 plus years on each of them. I forget what else is in it, but all 20 plus years. It sounds just spectacular.
That's awesome.
I need to get one of those in my life. That's for sure. And, it's expensive. I think it's like $325, something like that for the Compass Box. From the sounds of it, totally worth it.
Well, I mean, for the age statements that you're listing, that's
you're
not going to find that. You're not going to find a Macallan with an age statement like that for anywhere close to what Compass Box.
No, only going to cost you about $2,500. That's all.
Or 25,000. It just depends on what store you go to.
Mm-hmm. Valid point too. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
It is, and it has all of the layers that I was hoping it was going to have.
Oh, and it's got, and even that PX still is enough in there to stand up to get the PX and the Sauternes on their own. This is awesome.
It has just a bit of that funky phenolic PX.
Oh my gosh, that's an awesome blend.
It's tasty. Well, I got to get my wife off to bed. I think we should probably go ahead and call this thing a little early tonight, Matt. What do we got coming out tomorrow?
All right, tomorrow we've got Writer's Tears, and then we've got the Irishman, both from the Walsh Distillery, and then we have some Shaylin Cream for Saturday's Irish Cream, but now, because ours is an older bottle, today it's now a Country Cream. If you watch the review, you'll find out why. Going to be good fun times. And the next week, we're going to do a bunch of samples from John Cran. Sent us some awesome samples that showed up in the mail, which I'm very excited to try some tealing casks and some other amazing things he sent us. So that'll be fun. And then soon after that, like I said, we'll be having Cedar Ridge back with a wine and whiskey night. So that'll be fun, doing their wines and then doing whiskeys, finishing those wines. So that should be a good fun time. And working with several other distilleries trying to get them to figure out dates and all that fun stuff. So it should be fun. It will be the regular Writer's Tears, the Copper Pot, and the regular Irishman Founder's Reserve. We wanted to start with those as the base, and then we'll build off. We have several others after that. So we needed to get the base to get the history on all of them. Then we'll give you all the other fun ones that we have. There's several more. So good fun times about that as well. Night, Donnie.
All right, everybody.
So, but yeah, we'll see you guys all next. Oh, whoa. It's from $821. That's crazy, Dustin. All right, well, this has been this was a hell of an experiment here with all these Octomores. And
one hell of a blend.
We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh, which one won? What one did I drink?
The 12-3, the 12-1, and the 12-2.
Yeah, that's probably accurate there. So
all the ones you can currently get are actually the winners.
Yes, they were quite good. So, will Wet be sleeping on the couch? Well, if he's leaking out things, he certainly will. Certainly possible. All right, everybody. See you guys next week. Cheers.